והנה בחינס הלבושים הם נמשכים על ידי בחינס ימים. Now these garments are drawn through the concept of the days, shesh shasa yamim, that there's 365 days, shehein shasa hamshachos, and the 365 different drawings down of the divine, kimolama shel shasa gidim shel dam. For example, you have the 365 veins of the blood, lahachios, to give life, shadam v'chayos yotzem alev, that the blood and the life force comes out of the heart, l'chol ha'avarim shenimshachim derech hagidim, to all the limbs that are, as they're drawn through the veins, shem bechinas gvuros, which are a concept of strictnesses. Look at what it says in another place about the 10 depths that are brought in Sefer Yetzirah, Omek Gematria Gvura, that the depth is the same Gematria as strictness and strength. Ha'omek ugid hama'ayin ve'achulu, that the depth is this concept of the vein, that it's like a spring that flows and so forth. So the depth is compared to a spring that has strength that flows. That a person has to have strength to overcome and bend the other side in these three ways. That all these things, that is the thought, speech, and action, that a person's thought, speech, and action should only be for the service of Hashem alone. Parshas Pinchas, Tafresh Nun, al pasuk Mishchu Yomin Ilayin, that it's brought, it says, draw down supernal days, Inun Shasa, Kechush ben Mishchu. It says, Mishchu Kechu Lachem. It brings the different korbanos in Parshas Pinchas. So it says, take from the supernal days, which are the 365, is the same gematria as mishchu, that you should draw for yourself and take for yourself a korban. So the concept of korbanos, the concept of the 365 days, or the concept of the garments and drawing down a divine light. In general, the idea is that a person should place their thoughts to contemplate that in the thoughts of holiness a person draws on themselves a garment for the soul. That is, that a person's intention, the thought should not be in order to receive a reward, but only through this, that they should be included in Hashem's oneness, and this should be a person's will. So he's barich, not to be separate from Hashem's unity. And a person should also contemplate about the other side, that the bad thoughts, levush and tumeim, are impure garments, to the soul, and not like the mistake of the simpletons, that it's simple in their eyes to think outside thoughts, because they think that since they're not actually coming to do bad things because of these thoughts, it's okay. But the truth is that they're impure garments. And our sages said that a bad thought, the Holy One, blessed be He, does not attach it to a deed. And how much more so null thoughts that are not included in bad thoughts. So it's not attached to a bad deed, like they're thinking. And how much more so not just a thought to do something bad, but even simply hirurim b'telim, things that have no meaning. But the truth is, this thought itself is a garment of impurity, that encompasses the neshama from head to toe. And a person, when they're thinking about these kinds of things, is not able to be included in Hashem's unity. Therefore, a person should think that an outside thought is just like avodah zarah, because through this outside thought, a person is divided from Hashem's unity, outside of Hashem's unity. And a person should be from the masters of making a cheshbon, taking an account of themselves, to think about every day, about these thoughts that they thought about this day, Shemachshavos and Levushin Kanal, that the thoughts are a concept of the garments, like we said. And this is what it says, that the days are formed. That Adam, the first man, said, after he ate from the tree of knowledge, Amar Gol Miro, he says, my physical form, your eyes saw. That is to say, you saw my form without a garment, bli levush, kamo golam, just like the form itself. Like it says, the Hashem asked him, who told you that you're arum, that you're naked? Ata ve'amar yamim yutzar. It says that the days were formed, perush nasata li yamim bechinas levushin. That is to say, that Adam said, you gave me garments, you gave me days, which are a concept of garments, to clothe myself, the soul into them, to draw into them this concept of Hashem's unity, that is v'lo echad b'hem. I was the one who didn't draw into them this concept of echad. And so back to the beginning of the Mamar. This is the concept of the spies. Shelach that Yehoshua sent to spy on the city of Yericho, which is this concept of Reach, which we said was Arichanpin, this concept of the Makiv of the mitzvahs beyond Olam Haba. Why were they sent to Yericho? To test out and figure out and check this concept of the garments, which is the concept of Recha, the Levushaychu. The garments have this smell, like Yaakov in front of Yitzchak and so forth in the Yanuka. And the concept of the spies that Moshe sent to check out the land of Israel, of Canaan, that is to check the essence of the love and the fear. The 7 nations, the 7 attributes. So the Reach is just the Maaseh Mitzvahs, Machshav Dibur Maaseh, that you have to send spies. But the Avir, the Midos, Sharetz Haiseshel Zainam, that the earth was, that the land was of 7 nations, Shenaflu B'Shviras HaKelim, that fell in the breaking of the vessels, Mazayin Midos, from the 7 emotional attributes, Suksivu Matzasa, Levavo, and Neman Lefanechet, like it says, and you found his heart trustworthy in front of you, and because his heart was trustworthy in front of you, by the Avos, so you promised to give him the land of Canaan and so forth, because that's connected the midos, the 7 nations are connected the midos, and since he was metak in the heart, therefore he merited the land of Israel. Nikra Eretz Yisrael, Zavas Chalav Udvash, and it's called the land of Israel that drips with milk and honey, Yari Im Divshi, which is the concept of the honeycomb with the honey and so forth, the which is Kriyashma, the love of pleasures and so forth, which is the concept of the beer of the Zion Midos, of the 7 emotional attributes. And this you can't do unless you have the concept of Moshe, the concept of the Bittul, Shumachachma, that with that you can purify the emotional attributes, like our sages said, that the face, the countenance of Moshe is like the countenance of the sun, and that's not equal for everyone to be able to accomplish this, to overcome their emotional attributes. Therefore there wasn't a command on this, to everyone. It was only for Moshe. Look what's brought in Tanya Kadisha concerning that you created righteous people, that their emotions are overhauled, then and they have the tikkun of these midos. That in order to truly despise the bad in the emotional state, it's not given such a choice in this. Therefore you can't truly command for this. Therefore the spies weren't commanded, rather they were according to Moshe's opinion, Moshe's knowledge. Which is not the case for the spies that Yehoshua sent. There a person can, so to speak, send the spies and to think and to check it out, to make sure that their neshama is not naked, without garments, like Adam Arishon, Hatorah Bamidbar, which are the thoughts of Torah and the mitzvahs, like we said before.